Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel here today. Today we're here for 2 more episodes of Musume Season 1, pretty derby here. And I'll try to explain what I'm doing. It's a little bit odd, so bear with me. So you may be privy to the fact that we've had a discussion over the last few weeks about whether or not to watch episode 13 or whether to leave it to later. The general conversation here being about its content. It was produced at a time when they didn't know that they were going to get more anime, therefore it spoils some stuff. I've heard arguments for and against. I'm choosing not to watch it immediately. I'm going to watch it later and kind of let the natural events of the story play out rather than potentially being spoiled on things in the future. Enough people asked. I'm happy enough to oblige, that's fine. So in a weird way, we're kind of finishing season 1 today, if that makes any sense. We're watching episode 12, 11 and 12. So yeah, we're going to see how conclusive that is. Again, I'm unsure until we actually watch the episodes about how much genuine actual finish off setup bow tie stuff happens in 13, or whether it's all this general fan servicey thing. I do not know, but I guess only time will tell. We must watch the episodes in order to form an opinion. I guess all of this is to say that don't expect 13 next week. Instead, we'll be doing that OVA, which somebody will remind me which one it is, I'm sure. And by next week as well, I also mean like not next week. Or it is next week if you're public, it isn't if you're a patron. I'm away for a week. There mightn't be a video next week depending on when you're watching this. Anyway, that's all very confusing. I'm off to a bad start here. Let's try to center ourselves a little bit with some YouTube comments. Starting here, of course, with Lazy Joe. So this is probably a question that I had, but I was a little bit too scared to ask. So Suzuka and Special Week, they weren't like close IRL, if that makes any sense. So we're not telling like their actual quote-unquote story, I guess. Also their horses, they couldn't, have the connection that these two, humanoid characters do have. I was wondering what the connection was. Why pick these two horses to do this story with? So one layer, of course, would be that Special Week and Silent Suzuka shared a jockey, that being Yutaka Take, of course. Rolls right off the tongue. Specifically, again, it's this full Tenno Shore connection, right? So 1 year, obviously, Silent Suzuka runs in it, has the injury, needs to be put down, very sad. Had Yutaka Take as the jockey. The very next year, Special Week comes out, wins the race with that same jockey. For sure, you could make a connection there between the two horses based on that. Like, it's this comeback story. It's this redemption. It's the in the wake of the tragedy that happened last year, coming out on the other side of it, right? Again, sometimes the emotional beats write themselves when looking at the actual horse history. In this case, I think the writers were able to create something very powerful out of the smallest connections with some very clever writing decisions. Once again, into the future with more Uma Musume content, we're going to need to keep watch of what connects these horses, and if they're making, I guess, smaller connections larger, I guess, like comparatively to how it was in real life. Next up here we have Ace Lightning. With episode 8 here we just go into a little bit more of the terms classification and the different races and stuff. So Japan Cup, of course, we had El Condor Pasa winning that over, I believe it was Air Groove and Special Week. Technically she didn't win it for Japan as El Condor Pasa represented the United States. So when it came up there was like a board and it said Japan, El Condor Pasa. Not quite. Winter Dream Trophy, think of this like a literal dream race. It's a thing that we're using in the show to get all the horses together. So, sure. If I was to project forward from this, I would imagine that we're running this Winter Dream Trophy at some point in this 2-episode chunk. Just a thought. Grass Wonder and Matoba. So, Grass Wonder wins the race against Special Week in the Takarazuka Kinen. We saw that, of course, in episode 8. And yeah, kind of using these almost stalker-like race tactics from the real jockey Matoba, who is known as the Hitman. You kind of saw a little bit of that. She was very intense, that being Grass Wonder during that race. No eyes, just kind of head down, gunning for it. Eyes on her target, on the person that she wanted to compete with. Of course, Special Week there, not reciprocating. It was all very sad. I don't know. Especially for the fact that what we explained here is that Grass Wonder was the real-life rival of Special Week. So you're kind of foregoing me right, Grass Wonder, for this other horse that you share, again, a tenuous connection, albeit a connection with. Focus on your real rival, says Grass Wonder. End of the triathlon, they crash into the sea. The legs are in the speaker sign from episode 1. Remember that? There was the scary sign and they were all kind of half underground. It was very odd. It's a nice callback. It goes to show that the team is living this speaker thing now and they all belong. It's good. And then we have the pre. So El Condor Pasa, historically now even, is the first time Japan has had a horse that close to winning that international race, one of the bigger international races there, of course. And we frame it as somewhat of a curse that we can't quite get over that barrier. Episode 10 now, I mentioned striding. It's also onto the mind personally because I'm trying to better my running technique, so yeah, I'm thinking about my stride a lot more than I probably should at the moment. But yes, stride, and again, how far each step goes affects your speed. It doesn't take Einstein, of course, but for horses it's kind of the opposite. You don't want to be too short that you lack power, but not too tall that you become overly gangly, and again, you can't move them legs quick enough almost, you know. Also, I'd imagine it would be just terrible for injuries. Injuries in horse races are already bad enough. So interestingly enough, because it's opposite, we're doing something cool with Teo's design in the anime. As a horse, tall and lanky. As an Uma, very short, probably the shortest of the main cast, you would say. It's like swapping them, because each one represents a disadvantage based on if you're, a horse or a humanoid. So yeah, it's clever. I like it. We tried to go into a little bit of I asked the question of Narita Bryan and Biwa Hiyahide, of course. Rolls right off the tongue once again. And how they were kind of similar to Daiwa Scarlet and Vodka. We don't really have a great answer here. Because again, they didn't really do nothing with each other, these two. Where Daiwa Scarlet and Vodka, they were at each other constantly, right? Lots of races against each other many times. There was even IRL horse Yuri before fucking Musume even existed about the two, which is a sentence that I never thought I would say. And then, yeah, some inside baseball stuff here on the other side. I think the general game plan at the moment is to skip 13, of course, as I've described already, and then, yeah, do that O&A next week, which, again, isn't next week for me, but the next video. We say here that they're separate storylines. It's really just a matter of when you would watch it. I think my understanding is that this is also release order, is watching the O&A next. So release order default to most of the time. Like, that's a pretty good idea. And we have a couple of comments here from Waffy to finish, which of course is more lore. We love the lore. So at the start of episode 8, you see Special Week crying, right? You just imagine it's because of the result and the whole Silent Suzuka thing. Obviously, that doesn't exist in real life, so Special Week is crying because her tail got bit by Stay Gold, who is Goldship's father, of course. Which I would imagine would hurt. I don't have a tail, obviously, but I don't like getting bitten. That's not cool. And yeah, we've kind of talked about this a little bit as well. It's such a feel-good show. Like, there's, again, the stuff we did with Silent Suzuka compared to real life, but also, again, there's no evil horses, really. Even, again, Rigil and Hana and them, they're all just rivals, and we're in this together, and we're smiling and stuff, and they're very quick to offer condolences and, well wishes when things go bad and stuff, but we're all good mates. We're good friends. I guess that's why people took a little bit of umbrage with me saying as much slander as I did, slandering the horses, because the rest of it's so nice. It just doesn't really fit with the culture of it. I don't know, food for thought there, maybe. Last year we just mentioned the phones. I find the phones hilarious. And yeah, they think about it a lot. So back at Special Week's house, there's a normal house phone because, again, Uma aren't normally the main people using the phones, but at the school you would have special phones for Uma because they're the main residents, right? Also, when you see their smartphones, there'll be a logo in the bottom, like the hang up. It'll be like a longer phone because it's cute. It's like a reference. Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't know, world building? A little bit of pretty good world building there. I don't know, I liked it. Oh, and yeah, I spent a long time last week kind of contemplating Goldship and what their deal even is. It's kind of mirroring real life. So Goldship, extremely intelligent, very good racer, winning 6 G1 races, which is nothing to scoff at all, but also just a bit quirky, bit of a weirdo. Knew that the camera was pointed at him and posed and stuff. You would say kind of a horse of extremes, you know, very competent, of course, but also, again, just kind of fluffing about and doing whatever else other times. In that way, they've probably nailed the characterization, if I'm honest. It's true to what I'm seeing in her character in the show anyway. And that'll do it for the YouTube comments here today. Let's shout out the patrons before jumping into, again, the final 2 episodes of this season. I guess we'll say I have a Patreon. It's linked in the description below. It is $6 a month to get episodes 1 week early, if that is something that interests you, as well as, of course, Mushi-Shi and Princess Tutu content as well. Please peruse. I would like, I don't know, just you to click in and have a look. I think it'd be cool. Either way, a very big thank you to Sean, Ace Lightning, AJ, Akumancer, Bananarama Hamadama-sama, BD422, Botero, Brett Jones, Bryce Peak, Capella, Chobaribi, Copley, Cure Dynamic, Dakota, Dapper Dwarf, Diark Lord, Ed, Fancy Question Mark, Fluffy, Fried Rice, Fruit, Gloria Tenebrae, Glyke, Hans Peter, Ika, Yako Yavanen, Jacob R, Joran, Kasogtha, Clem, Lick H, Lou, Lupe Ferrugia, Matthew Brancher, Mickey Babbers, Miru, Mistake El Chen, Molly Weinberger, Mr. Maniacs, Nature Without Man, Noah, Parnick, Pencil Shop 333, Pike, Runlight B&K, Saint Lily, Sal, Sam1373, Sarah Longe, Skeleton, Tentacle Member, Wife Overdose, Without a Net, Ren, Binshi, Jami Boo, Kelvin, Aidan O'Brien, and Brendan M. Gibbons. Thank you very much for the money. I enjoy the money. Musume is currently placed in, I guess you would describe, a precarious point. We have finally Special Week and Suzuka separating and doing their own things and finding success in their own ways because of that. We had Special Week reconnecting with home, which was a big thing last week, of course. And Suzuka on the road to recovery. We kind of got the full arc there last week of that whole journey. And yeah, she's making her comeback race. I forget what it's called, but I'm sure it'll come back to me. And yeah, Special Week just ran her race as well and is shaping up for the Japan Cup, I believe is the idea. Was it the... She was doing the Tenno show, maybe? The Autumn Tenno show, and is now building up to the Japan Cup again? Maybe. We'll see. Just broad prediction, I'm imagining we're going to do some kind of Winter Dream trophy where everybody gets to race and it's a bit of an all-in. So that's what I would do if I was riding it anyway. Either way, I am not riding it, and we gotta get a wriggle on. I've been yapping. So yeah, let's jump into episode 11 of Musume Pretty Derby right now. And rightio. Episode 11 of Musume Pretty Derby up there ready to go. 23 minutes and 56 seconds on this one. Sync up accordingly with your own copy. That copy that I have is the OK Subs version. If you'd like to match up with that, that's the version you need. If not, there's a picture-in-picture version in the description below. Let's give this thing a 3, 2, 1. Radio, 3, 2, 1, go. Ah. There's horse girls? Yeah. It's the comeback, right? It's the open whatever. Yep. There she is. Now, she was pretty serious about practicing last week. You would expect a good result here. Oh! See, it's like, yeah, it's like that episode. It's like episode 7, was it? Oh, why are you here? Hello. Bro. My favorite, by the way. New favorite horse. All by her lonesome. But also Pinky Promise. That's what they were getting at there for the uninitiated. I believe the Pinky Promise was something to the effect of, we're going to race together and I'm going to beat you. So, it's a twist off just the race together part. Like, they're actually being competitive and serious now. It's good. Fingers crossed, there's currently a massive storm outside. Like, we're liable for some blackouts and stuff. And I mean, I don't need the help there. My computer's very good at just shutting off by itself. So like, just watch out. I'm kind of on edge. Make debut? If you say so. I don't know how my algorithm found out too, but they found out that I'm into the horses, and I'm struggling at the moment a little bit to hide from spoilers. As soon as I see an Uma, I'm like, get it away from me. I know, it's weird. You don't recognize things as spoilers until you actually start things as well, so... Look at Mage Ruin, yeah. Look at them too. Okay, you love it. Something like that. Hello? Tazuna-san? Oh. French horse. So now I understand why we were doing all that setup last week. Okay. An international competitor. Special week, wipe the floor with this. No, I can't be doing the slander. Suzuka? No, not Suzuka. Special week, you run your best now. Come on now. Believe in yourself. Hello. Who the hell are you? Oh yeah, we know you. Okay. Winning ticket. Nice nature. Oh yeah, we've seen these three before. All together. Thank you. She ever shifted McDonald's later? What's going on there? Sup? Correct. Cute. They're not taking us seriously. Well, based on all available evidence, why should she be? We've got to remember home ground advantage, though. Holy fuck. Settle down. Alright, yeah, no, she's cool. The rivalry. She's breaking every record. Symboli. Yeah, good point. She's still got to run it. McDonald's Chan. Sun visor. Okay. Yeah. Duh. Haters throw shade like a sun visor. This music, man. She cracks me up too. Oh, blushy horse. Ah. Absolutely spitting Taiki Shuttle. Okay. Even though they're from the evil team, we're going to embrace them. Burroya. Big month. Big month for race fans. Motherfucker, they got Twitter in this? That's the first L that I've seen the show take. Should have left that shit in reality. Was she reading a training regimen? She's just like me for real. That's cute. Again, they're both working independently, but they still got each other's backs. Dude, she's got quite the fucking fan club. Yeah, look at him. That's very smart, actually. She's seeing all the fans? I wonder who used to be just a fan. That was quite smart. What you got? The secret formula? You didn't seem like the researching type, to be polite about it. So thanks for the help. And yeah, I thought that was going to be the next step too. I don't even want the special formula. Gold ship, what are you doing? Well, I think one of you is more up against it than the other, if I'm honest, but Suzuka's is more internal. Oh. Go on. I too want to see this. And we're putting all the money in the house on Teo. Teo will win. Screen cap this. Now. Nervous? Oh, the ears. Hell fucking yeah. Oh, she's doing it too. Because she's focused on her goal too. I'm with that guy. Hey. It wasn't meant to offend. What the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to fit in. A little bit. Really? Go on then. Well, let's prove him wrong. Sirens in the back. Hell fucking yeah. I like their thing. I like those two. Good luck, have fun. And all the head pats too. I've been noticing that. That was a weird cut. I think there was a bit of darkness in there for just a little bit. Oh, because we attach back into the start of the episode. Gotcha. I remember. And the thing that the kind of before that, you were straightening up your shoe. I was there, I remember. 'Tis was only a week ago. 'Tis was? It was only a week ago. The roar of the crowd. They're just like me for real in the crowd. Yes, sun visor. Oh, you're adorable. She's great. I love her already. If you laugh, you go to jail. So what's the read, everybody? Domination? I smell domination. That's so relatable. I have a story about that. It's blowing away the cobwebs. It's okay. Well, here's the thing with Suzuka. She normally just gets out ahead and wins, right? A front runner or something? There was a word for it. So yeah, her being back here is kind of odd. Yeah, it's a different style of race. Holy fuck. Oh shit, that was cool. One Piece? She's coming. Any minute now. Trust the process. She's doing it? And fucking how? She's moving at twice the frames per second of everybody else. Hey, settle down. We don't want a re-injury. Where's this goddamn sun visor horse? Even the commentators are cheering. She's closing in. Oh. Talk shit, get hit, I guess. Oh, not a dry eye in the house. But for today we can appreciate it. Easy. Spetchan, thoughts? Oh, she knows. She felt the fucking vibrations. So, yeah, you're gonna do your race next episode. Holy shit. Even fucking Bruyere liked it. Must have been pretty good. Hello. Why not? Oh. No, that's fair enough. Okay. We like that. We like a competitive horse. Oh, the whole gang's here. Both teams. Everybody was. Yeah, what an idiot. He cried. Where are they right now? Just kiss already, you two, too. Okay. Just cry. We're not doing this fucking masculine BS. Let it all out. I will absolutely crush Spetchan soon. Yeah. Next episode, straight off rip. Well, I mean, I say that, but this episode also started like it was gonna, go straight into the race, and then we went back a little bit, so... There she is. 6'9", 312 pounds. The most dominant force the sport has ever seen. Gonna need to be a bit quicker than that, too. Yeah, the episode was very good. Obviously gets a lot of its power from the real life stuff again. This is the happy ending we could never have. And yeah, I mean, anybody that's seen, like, sports person come back after long-term debilitating injury and them, put something together, it's a good feeling. It's a classic story, classic sporting story for sure. This episode felt like a lot of follow through on like last week's work as well. It was kind of the, I said we were on the road to recovery with Suzuka, but this is like the full completion now for sure. I mean, I had no doubt in my mind the entire time that she was just gonna, pop him. Basically, she's very good. As soon as we put like a new horse, like a random, like sun visor horse in the race, I'm like, okay, we're gonna go pretty well. She was cool, by the way. I liked sun visor. Do you get it? Because she wears like a sun visor. It's a very clever name. And yeah, we'll jump straight into episode 12, the last we'll watch here of season 1. And there we have it as well. Episode 12, 23 minutes, 56 seconds on this one. Sync up accordingly with your own copy. Same version as last time, same picture as last time. Let's give this thing a 3, 2, 1. Radio, 3, 2, 1, go. Hot off the heels of last race. Gotta sit up. Focus on the horses. Ugh. Evil building. Holy fuck. We're gonna lose. Are you seeing this? She has the goddamn secret police with her as well? Oh. Well, you know what you have to do now, Special. Weak. Destroy her. Not close. Now they'll race their hardest. Once again, we like a motivated horse. That's good. Do you see her body, though? Crazy stuff. I ought to put a warning on that. Alright, focus up. I was distracted. So, thoughts. Maybe we're going to do this Winter Dream Trophy thing next episode, and that's when we get a bit fruity with it and show like a ton of horses, future horses. Make debut? True. I'm gonna imagine we get different songs. I'm gonna miss this one, I feel. This feels like the main theme of the entire like IP almost. Is this the song? I think this is the song that plays when you first, like, play the game too, maybe? It's a similar song, maybe. I don't know. Stage of Dreams. Oh, it's episode 1. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cute. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of deja vu. You can eat all the carrots in the world when you win. I think I'm part of the team. That's actually pretty close to real life date. That's kind of interesting. Broya. Maybe this is another good question. When's like racing season in Japan, or is it all year round? Because we definitely do like autumn and spring, which I guess this would be the end of autumn for them. Go beat him up, Mom. Come on. I'm happy Mum's here to see this in person. This has been a long time coming. She's probably heard about you so much through letters and stuff. Yeah. I know about you by proxy. You did. You did, yeah, you fulfilled that side of the dream. Sounds very heterosexual. Anyway. She's got a shot. Yeah, but I mean, she's racing against the Terminator. It makes it difficult. Oh, look at these guys. Hell yeah. Oh. Haru Urara. Holy shit. Everyone's here. We're just well-wishing. Come on now. Why isn't Seiyun Sky out here in the race? She's fucking good. Oh, hello. You have some good soundproofing in there. Animation. We're struggling. Oh, you want to wish her a happy race? Okay. Don't tell her something rude now. I was ready to see her on her way. The picture of confidence, everybody. I remember it like it was 12 episodes ago. Oh, she's here. Aura. Ooh, a real purist. I just want to see the contest. My question was going to be, are we going to unpack any more of the other mum stuff, dead mum stuff? Maybe. I want to learn more there. It's still a little bit mysterious. Them picking up their coats very funny. Hello. Show me something. Yeah, that's our superstar. The hopes of the nation are resting upon your shoulders. 100%. Yes, boss. Okay, you two. Yeah. Literally give Goku your energy right now. Cute. I liked that. Who's that, like, that's like an emo horse or something. What's up? You're not supposed to be here. It almost looks like she's illusory or something. Oh, get at the French. You remember that line. Or not. Shoulders back, very confident. Oh yeah, we're confident. I'm feeding off their confidence because, like, in my head right now, I don't think that she should win, but by God, she's gonna try. We're seeing everybody here, man. Everyone gets a little moment. There's Mum. Other Mum, I mean. But your job is to have a plan. Okay, now he's doing it. Okay. Did the crowd ever get tired of her, or...? A lot of French fans, apparently. Some of these costumes, man. What do you mean, practically? Big? Oh, also smart, apparently. Here we go. Ah! Oh, scandalous. Yeah, the French do that kind of stuff all the time. I had a sneaking suspicion something like that would happen. But she fucks with that too. Okay. I'm getting all hyped. I'm ready. Oh, so they're not even... They're speaking English. We do a little bit of trolling. We do a little bit of trolling. And she doesn't even know. Holy build. We're building. We're building a lot. Ooh, lucky number 13. Ooh, right next. She hasn't made any friends yet. If I was the other horses, I would ankle tap her right now for what she said. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I need some French people to tell me how this French is, too. Is it... It doesn't feel like the most natural in the world. Which I guess doesn't affect me at all. Holy fuck. There she goes. Muri. What? Okay. We have an extra gear. The music's very funny, too. What? It's a little bit different. The lights are too bright. She's charging. The screaming's funny. Oh. We're all on her. We're all riding. Go! Go, you good thing! Oh, oh, oh. Oh. What are we doing? What is happening? Is she entering the flow state? Or is this bad? Oh, she's running out of puff. She needs a... We need a hero? Hero. Go, go, go! Holy! It's different gravy. It's a different fucking ball game. Go! Simple, yeah? Flat track bully, bro, yeah? Nah, she went alright. Not the flat track bully. Oh! Get up! We need to do a winning live. She likes us. We chatted shit and we won. She likes that more than most things. Show me her face. That's cute. You can have a sing? I'm here for it. Very well done. She's still a little bit of a klutz. A little bit green. Challenge Suzuka for the title. Oh, that's a normal answer. Whoa! And all those carrots that she eats too. Probably gives her some kind of power. Ooh. Winning live? Bit of a ballad. Go on then. No lyrics? Sad. Oh, look at those two. I like those two. I want to get like a lighter out or something. Oh yeah, we're picking up the pace now a little bit. Find my only way, indeed. What the hell's going on there? Wait, what is she doing to Mom? Why didn't they just see that? So Pretty Ballad reminds me a lot of, especially some of that early Love Live stuff. Very, very idle. Very, very idle music adjacent. That was nice. I wish we had more winning lives. They're kind of fucking epic. That it? Oh, bit of a grey old day though. Sometime later. Yeah. Yeah, look at all those damn horses. Well, good recap. They got fucking everybody in this shit. I'm starting to see where the spoilers may come in. Indeed. And suddenly it's become very clear to me why I'm not watching the next episode. I could see how we would take umbrage with that. But that was very good. I enjoyed that thoroughly. You'll see me tomorrow for some analysis on those 2 episodes. Pretty straightforward though. Very well executed, very feel good, very sports anime. But yeah, pretty straightforward. Don't know how I'll ultimately have all too much to say. There were a few moments where I'm like, oh, I would like to pause and talk something through a little bit more. Oh, good. I enjoyed myself. Radio, you'll see me. I'll see you in a second.
And we're back. It's actually been a couple of days since I recorded those 2 episodes, but yeah, we're here for some analysis of, the finale of Season 1, I guess you would say. Sans Episode 13, of course. I thought it was great, albeit straightforward. If you were to ask me before recording how I would end things with, again, the events. Like, if I knew the events we were doing, like the races, I mean, this is what I would have did with them, correct, yes. A few wrinkles in there. I didn't expect Broyer to show up again, of course. She was great fun. She was fantastic as this kind of insurmountable rival right there at the end. A little bit of smack talk there, which I do enjoy also. But other than that, pretty smooth sailing, which makes me come to the, this portion of the video and think, what will I have to say? There was a few points during the reaction where I'm like, okay, I want to pause and, I guess, extrapolate upon something a little bit more, and I'll run into those points here again on the rewatch. But with broad strokes, yeah, this is what I would have done. It's very well done as well. And yeah, we can get to kind of Season 1 wrap-up-y thoughts a little bit later as well. I'll touch on it now briefly. I can see how they're kind of spreading themselves a little bit thin in Season 1. On one hand, it's the production. There's some not so great stuff here in the back half, animation-wise, and that's okay. Anime production's hard, especially, again, when you don't have the backing that you will obviously have later when the thing gains more popularity. That's fine. But for me, it's also focus, where we're trying to be kind of all things to everybody in a way that isn't quite conducive with creating the best product possible, I would say. Like, okay, we kind of want to be a slice of life show, and we kind of want to be a sports show, and we kind of want to be a school show, and we kind of want to be like this serious, heartfelt thing, and we kind of want to be, we have 1 million characters and it's a gacha adaptation. We're everywhere, right? I see what people mean when they say that the latter seasons will hone in a little bit more focus, and again, I'm yet to see where that focus will be, but for a Season 1, painting with broad strokes, not a terrible idea. It just means that you're going to have to pick a direction to go in eventually. I, for one, would like to see more focus on the races and the rivalries and the drama. I think Musume so far is at its best when it is a sports show, albeit still keeping the gags. I think the gags are quite funny. So obviously the world is strange and a little bit weird, and there's a lot of horse type shenanigans going on. Keep that. That's great. That's some great levity, but turn up the drama a little bit more, right? Make the events really matter. Introduce a whole bunch more competitors into it. Make it not really a 2 to 3 horse race. Make it like a 4 to 5 horse race at some points. Make the races longer. I think all of these things will go a long way to, getting a little bit more structure and focus to further seasons. But I mean, I'm already rambling, and again, I said I wasn't going to talk that much, so I mean, we'll pop back to the start here and we'll roll back through. Of course, yeah, this is our victory lap for both Suzuka in her way and Special Week in her way. Great, good fun. Let's run back through again. So episode 11 here, just a little bit off kilter structurally. We'll start here with a flash forward to the race in question. The open something, the name is escaping me, where Suzuka's going to make her comeback. Now again, this is like the culmination of, well, ever since episode 7 really, when the thing happened. So she's been on the road to recovery. This is like that final step that she needs to make. So yeah, flash forward before we flash back later on and see some more of the build-up and so forth. And I'll say it now, it'll become more pronounced when, you know, everyone's crying and stuff during the race proper, but a huge part of the weight of this particular episode is the real-life stuff with Silent Suzuka. Again, this is this alternate reality fantasy whereby this horse could have come back and raced again and made everybody proud and stuff. Creating this fantastical anime world where that's possible it tugs at the heartstrings for sure. That's what they're pulling from for all of this big emotional push, right? Because otherwise everyone would be crying when Grass Wonder did her thing. The IRL stuff matters here. So I've quickly jumped back to episode 7 just for this moment. We'll see Silent Suzuka's shoe is unbuckled and she will just kind of bend over and, you know, get it done. This horse, fucking Brian or whatever your name is. Oh, excuse me, of course, that is Major Orion, not Narita Brian. Those are different horses. Yeah, this is mirrored in episode 11 here in a moment. It's meant to be like this, like, oh, will she be okay again? Will she be confident running at full speed again? I said in episode 7 that the doing up of the strap there it's like ominous, right, for the injury. It's like things aren't quite right. That is also the foot that I believe that she pushes off of. That is the injured leg. So yeah, it's interesting that we do that again in 11. It almost puts like that kind of knot in your stomach a little bit. You're like, oh shit, is she going to be okay? I'll take this as a broad shout out right now. She's just fantastic. She's my big favorite. It's the character design. It's the demeanor. It's the probably pretty bad French. Everything about this I love and enjoy and cherish. She is the best. Once again, huge focus on that pinky swear, that pinky promise that we had with Special Week, the previous episode. Again, we're going to race together, and I'm going to beat you. So that's that competition part of it now, of course. After the opening, we'll come back in. Everybody's training hard. It seems that, again, the work that we put in last week, 8, 9, and 10, is bearing fruit. It's showing a response. They're better as a team. They're working together better. There's a lot more focus. They haven't lost their personalities in all of it as well. Majuro and Goldship are still doing their thing, but yeah, they're a little bit more focused, especially Special Week and Suzuka. They're looking like they've got a new lease on life. Oh yeah, Tazuna. She's in the game, I believe. She was here early on, maybe like episode 1 or 2, but obviously hasn't been that much of a main character. She's coming in to give plot information. Broye is going to be competing in the Japan Cup. That's big news for Special Week. That'll be next episode stuff. And Special Week is meeting this, I guess, throwdown, this challenge with, you know, bravery, with focus, with intensity. We love to see it. Internal focus on getting your best out of yourself in the upcoming race, but also external focus on this insurmountable person that I have to overcome, this almighty horse that I have to compete with. It's the right focus to have for this kind of thing. Oh yeah, these three, they're looking a bit strange too. They've always kind of been around. They've probably showed up 2 or 3 times around Suzuka, so we're kind of making good on that when they show up and, you know, give their well wishes and whatever else. Of course, Major Orion here is one of the horses that was in Suzuka's race. Very cool. I think even IRL, right? I think that was one of the things we looked up, or it was on Discord somewhere. That's ringing bells. Like, was in that last race of Suzuka's, I mean. Then we have Sun Visor over here. Sun Visor's just the best. Is that the goddamn... That looks like the Walmart logo, maybe? Like a little bit. I said she looks like she's clocking in for a shift in McDonald's. I tend to agree with myself. I don't know. She's funny. She's very funny. We need more brats in the show, maybe. I do tend to like a bratish kind of character, especially in an idol show. in like a sports type thing and a thing with a competition, knocking him down a peg or two. It's good. It's very good. Probably ultimately taking this competitive streak and this you know, ultra focus on getting an edge over your competition, taking that stuff to the nth degree and showing the negative sides potentially. I just think she's kind of funny and cute and stuff. I like Sunvisor. Oh yeah, all the stuff we do with Broyer that's just like super extra. The limousine, the red carpet, what she's doing in like the start of the next episode where she's like doing, I don't even know, would you like acrobatics or something? She's like handstanding and stuff. It's great in how ridiculous it is, I think. So yeah, Broyer shows up, looks like she owns the place, says that all the competitors look quite cute. Take that however you'll take it. And yeah, El Condor Pass is pissed. How dare she come here, my home ground, after saying what she said, after the autograph that she put out. El Condor Pass is very funny next episode, almost using Special Week as a proxy to get back at her. Like, hey, you go there and you tell her this, right? Don't get so cocky now. Quite funny. Yeah, mischievous too. We like El Condor Pasa. But yeah, I guess the important part here is that Broyer potentially isn't showing the Japanese scene as much respect, maybe. You know, considering they sent over their best and brightest and, you know, wiped the floor with them. Well, not even. It was close, you know. So I've got them all covered, basically. I'm just showing up here and I'm going to collect my winnings and go. Is there such a thing as like a home ground advantage? I'd imagine there is internationally, considering international travel for anybody is strenuous, not the least of which a horse. How does one even get a horse overseas? That's insane to me. Anyway, the logistics. Yeah, that's actually stumped me. But listen, I would imagine, okay, so if I have a horse in Sydney and it wants to race in Melbourne, I wouldn't imagine that's too much of a stretch. But if I had a horse in fucking the United States and it wants to race in Melbourne, then it's a bit more of a thing. Point being that, like, French horses come over to Japan, that's a long way. Probably at a little bit of a disadvantage. Now, we haven't, like, fully paid off on this yet, this Hana trainer-son thing. I would imagine somewhat of a wrap up there is somewhere deep within episode 13. But they've, I don't know, we're almost to the completion of the arc, you would say. The two are like confiding in one another and sharing data and whatever else, talking about Suzuka and Broyer and Sunvisor and all these other horses and stuff. It's like they've almost teamed up. Again, they've got that mutual connection with Suzuka as well and want to see her back and doing her best. Not much to report on in this scene. Suzuka training late at night, stretching and whatever else. The main, again, point of interest is Taiki Shuttle, of course, as it always is, who is very excited at the prospect of a Japanese tsundere. I never really got tsundere from Air Groove, but you know, they've got something, these two, for sure. But more than anything else, she's just the best. I'm a big Taiki Shuttle head, 100%. Oh, very happy with the subbing work here as well. I think it's quite good. There's a bit of a montage here leading up to the 2 days, kind of the first day's Suzuka and then the next day's Broyer special week stuff. These handles on social media are very good too. Hang on. There's lots of kind of headlines in social media and whatever else during this montage, and I think they're all subbed, and that's fantastic. I wouldn't say any of the information is particularly pertinent, other than it just being nice world building and stuff. There's a lot of anticipation and media leading into this kind of a couple days of racing. And as always, the show is good for a musical montage. They are good at it, you know, just showing how locked in we are. Progresses well, music's nice, very kind of brassy and regal. It's good. Shoutouts to this one frame of Special Week sleeping, because, like, absolute kind of vibe there. Hang on, where is it? Come on now. Don't make a liar out of me. There we go. Yeah, vibes for sure. But I do like this moment. Again, like, Suzuka was sleeping on her desk over there. We put a little coat over her. Obviously, Spechan's sleeping here. put a little blanket over her. We're caring for each other, but it's not in a way that is detrimental to our competition and us trying our best. It's a way, way, way better balance than it was in, say, episode 8. Also, what is this Suzuka fan club? Have they always kind of been there? If so, I haven't really focused, but yeah, she's got a bit of a reputation. She does pack out that race course for a otherwise pretty innocuous race. Yeah, it's got a bit of a fan base. This will become more pronounced during the kind of finale here, where you're very absent. But, you know, you're not in there with, you know, Suzuka racing and training her and doing all that other kind of stuff. You're out here doing your own thing. You almost don't want to be distracted by her. You're separating yourself. You get ambushed by El Condor Pasa here. Yeah, just... you know, that separation. That's what we're meaning to emphasize. This scene is basically to say that El Condor passes in our corner. If, you know, we want to take Broya down a peg, I want to give you my techniques and my training notes. Like, hey, I want you to be able to do your best, almost represent Japan the best way possible, become the best horse girl in Japan by proxy. So I think it does wonders for both characters. El Condor Pasa showing where her allegiances lie, what she really wants out of all of this. You know, a little bit of an olive branch during this time to Special Week, who's been one of my major rivals through this whole thing. Of course, Dead Heat or whatever it was earlier in the show, episode 5-ish maybe, something like that. And for Special Week, obviously, hey, I want to do this on my own. In the same way I'm separating myself from Suzuka, I don't want any of your stuff either. I'm doing my own thing. I've got my own strategies. Let me implement them on my terms. That is what it means to be the best horse girl in Japan. Of course, we must eclipse first, the rest nowhere. Gotta do it on my lonesome, just a little bit. This is a good gag. I like everybody dead on the floor and Goldship just plugging away at the old board over there. Just think that's humorous. Just wanted to shout it out. But this sunsetted scene is mostly just for Trainer-san to have a little moment with his competitors. It's pretty nice. Shows how locked in they are. They've got that fire in their eyes. We're doing some dual head pat technology. It's pretty cool stuff. And also serves to set up a race that I'm not going to see yet. It's going to be a big, all-in Winter Dream Trophy type thing. That is episode 13. We're going to all race together when we both win our respective races. You know, again, it's that pinky promise. It's that racing together. It's that... I wonder what even happens in that race, too. Obviously, again, not watching it, but who wins? Is it going to be another dead heat? Who would you pick over Special Week and Suzuka? I really don't know. Special Week's the main character, but I honestly do not know. Really weird scene just before the ad break there. Kind of at night, you're just plugging away at a letter to Mom. Suzuka wakes up, seems a bit sheepish, like she wants to say something, and then kind of pulls back and chooses not to say it, and then chooses self-belief instead. Maybe that's a moment of weakness for Suzuka, where maybe she wanted to lean on Special Week a little bit, and then chose to shake her head and pull away and go, no, I'll do this myself, in the same way that, again, you had your moment with El Condor Pasa, where you pulled away and you chose to do this yourself as well. Maybe that's that temptation, but no, I got to do this on my lonesome. I'm really nervous. I can't really lean on you. I'm just going to do it. Maybe that's what that's meaning to say. It's a little bit opaque, maybe. The day has finally arrived. Special Week isn't here to watch along, but Suzuka is going to race. Everybody else is in attendance, getting very defensive at random people in the crowd. That's quite funny. I like that. Never really noticed the blue in the hair. Is that hair? Is that like a ribbon or something? I never noticed that. I never knew that. It leads to this great running joke during these 2 episodes of kind of giving off winning energy to, you know, who you want to win. I don't know. It's goofy. It's fun. It feels a little bit shonen-y too, like Dragon Ball and so forth. It's cool. It's a good bit. And of course the joke next episode where Suzuka, the normally pretty self-contained, pretty quiet, pretty... I'm a stoic horse, is also like participating in the group fun and doing the bit and doing the joke. That's also development. That's that kind of result of the summer camp type stuff. It's good. It's a good kind of ending to that little Suzuka story too. As Suzuka is about to walk out, wearing that number 1 on the chest as well. Very
Almost like foreshadowing, maybe. I'm the best, I'm number one. Either way, we're paying off, we're doing good on all the trainer-son Suzuka stuff, which has been pretty pronounced through this thing now that I think about it. There's been quite a few scenes of the two of them together. Of course, you being the reason why she's even joined Team Speaker in the first place. The reveal here being that the doctor's, I guess, diagnosis was a little bit worse than the way we made it play out. Of course, Special Week took that and said, hey, no, you can race again, you will race again, we will race together. It was all very heartwarming and stuff. But yeah, you were never supposed to be here, and you made it here. I maybe questioned the timing a little bit, because things could have went bad in the race, and she could have got a little bit mentally kind of popped by that. She didn't. I guess it shows trust. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Anyway, it doesn't backfire, so it went fine. Sure. She won. Good job for you overcoming the odds and all that, too. Obviously, again, that general theme of overcoming the odds is in line with the real-life stuff. Of course, this fantasy kind of setup that we have, which is, again, subverting that, you know. It is overcoming the odds, almost inhumanly so. You even being here right now is a miracle, right? Oh yeah, I remember commenting on this. There's like a full-on cut to black here, which we could see there, like full-on cut to black before popping back in. I don't know if you've watched a lot of anime before, but that's pretty uncommon. You don't really see a shot of darkness unless it's like an ad break or something. Maybe it is. Maybe this is the kind of show that does like 2 ad breaks during a half-hour block. Maybe. I don't know. Otherwise, it's pretty, you know, conspicuous. It's a little bit weird. I wonder what happened there. Oh, and I'm falling for the same thing I fell for in the reaction. It's clearly just linking us back up with the start of the episode. That's what's happening there. It's like, okay, now we're back to the start again. Okay, gotcha. We do a big old montage here. Dramatic music. It's pretty well done. Again, for my intents and purposes, I questioned the need for it, considering, again, I've watched all of this content over 2 weeks. I guess if you're watching this week to week, it's a little bit different. It's like, okay, I do need the reminder of the full journey, road to recovery of Suzuka, of course. I will say this, though. It gives the event here pomp and circumstance and like importance. This feels like the culmination for Suzuka. We're really, really building it up. It's a good build. They, you know, I was into it. I'm like fully locked in on her journey, road to recovery and victory here because of those elements, right? So I could say it's a little bit much, but the build works. So, you know, it can't be that bad. Oh yeah, Sun Visor. We fuck with Sun Visor. Little brat. We love a little brat. Yeah, she basically throws the gauntlet down. She's very yappy. And yeah, Suzuka's kind of just happy to be here. Probably treating you with the dignity that you deserve. Like, look, she's just smiling the entire time. Fucking, if you laugh, you go to jail. Oh, she's funny. Yeah, like, bro, literally. Like, look at that. That's funny. Oh yes, love this moment. I wanted to pause and talk about this. So the gates swing open, Suzuka's starting the race, and of course, you know when the start time of the event is. Like, you have to know within your own head, right? You're like, oh shit, she must be racing right about now. It's 3:25. But of course, I can't focus on that. I must run and do like other things. So my frame of reference for this is sometimes I'll get really nervous about games of football, right? And I'll watch them after the fact, after I know that we will win, which, you know, probably isn't the best habit in the world, but I do it. And of course, I'll look at the clock and I'll be doing something else, and I'm like, oh shit, they're playing now. Oh shit, I wonder if we're doing well. And it's like this jitters, right? Yeah. Of course, that's amplified when you have, you know, your literal best friend doing it as well, like being in that event. I don't know. I found it very relatable of like, I'm purposefully keeping myself away from something, but I know it's happening right now. I know that there's a result happening. I know that I'm about to find out very soon the kind of outcome of it. Yeah, quite relatable. I do like this race as well because we do see Suzuka win in a different way. Normally she's a front runner, gets out to a good start and just kind of blitzes the whole comp, just runs a quicker fucking lap than everybody. In this case, she gets a bad start and is near the back of the pack. We need to see her overcome the odds and put the boosters on. Again, it's befitting of a kind of culmination race that she does do something like that she doesn't just dominate from the out. But again, also shows her true dominance. She can win in a variety of ways. Love this moment where Suzuka kind of starts to put the boosters on, and we kind of, the reverberations in the ground kind of zoom in. We zoom out, we fly like almost just like over the ground, over to where Special Week is, where she just stops for a moment, almost feeling that intangible connection and looking up and hoping. It's almost like they resonate with each other from far away, that kind of promise, that dual motivation, which then motivates her to do what she does. It's quite beautiful, you know? I'm still able to give my, you know, cheers and congratulations and everything else from so far away, as is our connection. It's no mistake as well that during your race tomorrow, Suzuka is that final push as well. Just like old times, classic, you know. So the entire race, you do get the sense that Suzuka is holding back a little bit before, just at the perfect moment, deep breath, she's finally going to put pressure on that foot again. That's a big part of this too. Like we'll see the specific zoom in there. Again, episode 7. Like the exact moment of the injury there is a similar kind of close-up shot of the foot putting all that pressure, right? And then something goes awry. Like, there's a lot of risk here in her doing what she's doing in episode 11 is my point. This is the exact kind of thing, trying to push, you know, into 5th gear and really go, which is the thing that got me injured. Is the same thing going to happen again in my comeback race? But no, in this one, she trusts in the body and just zooms. And we kind of mirror it with this musical piece that plays a lot. You guess you'd call it a motif. It just hits. It hits like crazy. And everyone's on her side. We got Rigil, we got Speaker. Everybody wants to see her do her best. And like, out of disrespect, she just dominates. It's crazy. And yeah, albeit brief, we do get to see some comeuppance for the brat type character. Love that. Suzuka just, again, she's just fucking good. She's just better. She's better, of course. Of course she is. And not a dry eye in the house. Everybody's crying. It's not just that she wins. It's that she dominates. She's right back to her best. As I said during the reaction, it's like this classic sporting story. Like the superstar comes back after a debilitating injury or some kind of crisis, and they're just the same as ever. It's this wonderful feeling, you know, especially when you carry such passion for the sport. Even to the point of, like, the commentary team crying, too. It's just, everybody's in on it. And I guess what happens with Special Week here is that she was running past the race course, probably heard an almighty cheer, knows that the rest of the crowd is on Suzuka's side, maybe even heard the call, because it is on a loudspeaker, obviously, too. Like, yeah, like, she knows the result, hence why she's crying. And yeah, my lead in here, of course, was that the IRL stuff is hugely important for the emotional reaction. That is why they're treating this in such a way, you know. Yeah, it's nice. It's really is a nice sentiment. Even Bruyère's impressed, and she doesn't impress very easily. And I guess you could say a small redemption there for Sunvisor as well, just, you know, vowing to race again and be competitive. She put it all on the line. You know, she lost. But she's out here, like I'm out here. We're the same, but we're different. It's like a lovely feeling, you know? That's probably another, what's the word? Suzuka was out on her own very, you know, early on in the show. And now she's got like this huge group of support, both Speaker and Rigil. Everybody's there to see her do her best. I get the feeling that she wasn't as well liked earlier. And now again, she's got this huge group of people that are on her side through the events of the show. That's progression, that's character development, it's what we like to see. And I don't really know where they are. It's an odd feeling to me. I'd imagine this is just like the rooms or something, some equivalent, some place where we can just all celebrate. And I guess this needed some payoff too. There's the whole, like, moving from Rigil and Hana over to Speaker and Trainer-san. Hey, I'm going to stay here for the foreseeable future. I've liked the way you've coached me. I'm no longer dissatisfied with my coaching and what they're telling me to do. You've let me win by my own strength. That was one of the early kind of tenets of her character in the show too. She wanted to race her own way. And yeah, you've helped me overcome trials and tribulations, but also given me enough space to do my own thing. Hey, Trainer-san, thank you for that. Again, they've had this connection through the show. It's nice to see it play out. That's all about that pinky promise. We match cut over to Special Week, who is, again, channeling the same pinky promise as she is getting ready to race in the Japan Cup as we'll see next episode. Episode 12 starts. Evil-looking building. Menacing, overbearing, very tall, very muscular building. Lo and behold, very muscular, overbearing horse girl. What is she even? She's just doing some bullshit. I don't even... Strength training, I guess? Sure. Let's be real, it's so we can see a muscle mummy horse girl body. Like, that's why this scene exists. Yeah. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not saying no. Please don't think I'm saying no. Also, she has, like, special forces security people. Like, she's the best. Now, we held this back for quite a long time in the show, but it was really, really nice to see Mom finally at one of these events in person. Again, I know it's hard, we're in Tokyo, she's in fucking Hokkaido. It's pretty far, you know, way to go. Pretty big flight. But yeah, we're finally able to, you know, see what she does and see her race and stuff. Of course, this is cathartic for you, coming from... you know, the knowledge of birth mom and that kind of stuff, that's all built into this too. You're coming back here, seeing them race. And obviously, again, we're mirroring episode 1, same kind of train attendant type of guy, point us in the right direction. This is the same stuff that happened with Special Week all the way in episode 1. Like mother, like daughter, I guess. Even down to almost saying the same lines too. It's crazy stuff. Just I think the line here, "I love running," hits a little bit harder with you. Like, of course, Special Week loves running, but you love running even though you're not even like a competitor. Like, you love running by proxy almost. You love running because it means something to the other people in your life, right? You know, past and present. It's very cute. I like Mom. Mom's a good character. Looks like Special Week is fucking carb loaded for the big day too. She's just sleeping on the way there. I guess it shows a relaxed mind too. Not all that much nervousness. Just gonna go out there and run my own race. Yeah. She's just like me, for real, again. Here with Mom again. She kind of reminds me of Daiwa Scarlet last episode. There's just some randos just saying their opinions. You know, they're not being boisterous or nothing. They're just saying that Bria is probably a shoo-in and that it would take a miracle for Special Week to win. Like, that's not that much out of the question. They're just talking, having their own conversation. But Mom gets all defensive. Maybe it's that, maybe there's a bit of, like, country to that, right? You're not used to so many people being around and just saying shit like that. I don't know. Again, Daiwa Scarlet last episode was doing the same thing, getting all defensive about Suzuka. It's cute. It's cute. It's also Mum getting defensive for her daughter. You know, I'm ride or die, for sure, for sure. Also, yeah, weird to kind of see these two meeting, because, like, these are the two most important people in Special Week's life, and they've never met each other. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. Of course, these two know each other, Trainer and Mom. We kind of knew that from episode 10. And of course, you've both heard about each other by proxy. like for sure. Like, she probably, Special Week writes about Suzuka all the time. This is an interesting moment too. Mom kind of away from everybody else and the crowds and those other guys. She actually stops for a moment and really thinks about, hey, can she actually win this thing? I'm unsure. Am I just getting my hopes up? Should I kind of, you know, not even dare to dream right now? And Suzuka? Yeah, of course she can. Of course she can win this thing. Spare-chan doesn't break her promises. She promised we would race together. She promised she would win. Of course she's going to follow through on it. Even if it is a miracle happened only just yesterday when I made my comeback and ran a really fast race and all that other kind of stuff. It's perfectly possible. This is very, very cute. I like the rest of our supporting cast here just trying to listen in and peek on Special Week and get a moment with her. Particularly loving Grass Wander's ear there just, like, moving against, like, the door. Like, for some reason, that's just... I like that quite a bit. I don't know why. There's a sound effect accompanying it too. It's I like that. Haru Urara is here. Hello, Haru Urara. She comes with more souvenirs, as she always does. What's the souvenirs thing? Does anybody... Like, she's done that like 3 times now. It's clearly a thing. Is it just because she races everywhere? She's not really a homebody, so she's always out and about? Is that reflecting the real-life horse in some way? Please let me know. And then, yeah, Marazensky here as well is very quick to pull you all into line and say, hey, stop fucking bugging her. She's trying to get ready for the race. You chuckle fucks are just gonna crowd her out and distract her and stuff. Oh yeah, I did have a question too. Seiyon Sky's won fucking everything. Like, did she win? No, she didn't win the Japan Cup last year, I don't think. That was El Condor Pasa. from memory. Yeah, because fucking Spetchan was crying. I remember. But she's won fucking heaps of shit. Is she gonna be like? Why isn't she in the Japan Cup? I don't know how this structure works. I guess maybe she's already did her bit. Very good horse seance guy. And then yeah, we ambush her. We congratulate her and stuff. How scary. Oh yeah, this is the setup for the whole French bit too. The don't get too cocky. Yeah, you're a little schemer. You're a little so and so. Yeah. I don't know, you got Briere back for what she wrote on the piece of paper. You just had to use kind of Spetchard by proxy. Oh yeah, she falls on her ass in the kind of speaker kind of way. It's cute. She she's still herself in all of this. Once again, I love throwing the cape down and then needing to go back and pick it up. Something about that's so funny to me. Like, it's like this grand moment of like, and then like, oh, let me just scooch over here and yeah, there's a dissonance there, 100%. Oh, I want to do some contrast work as well. Is it episode 2, her first race? Let me go have a look. Yeah, this here is the result of the first time she does the whole like throw my jacket down, throw the cape down type stuff. Way too nervous, not exactly built for the limelight, and like kind of shaking, not quite right, you know. Where again, character progress. She's made it now. She feels like she belongs. She's self-confident. She's noticeably stronger as well. There's a lot of but she's still smiling. She's loving every second. She loves racing. She loves running. I don't know. This feels really significant to me. It feels really good. Like, hey, I've overcome those earlier jitters and everything's perfectly in line. Like my body, my mind, my soul into this race, you know? This is an interesting moment thinking back to Hana and that kind of training tryout thing we did for our Rigil, like first episode, where you said the very, very ambitious, I want to be the top horse girl in Japan, where hey, now she's actually here and she's on the precipice of that. Who could ever thought? And then instructs her team to watch accordingly. Hey, like, Special Week has almost become the example of like throwing down the gauntlet, saying you want to do something and going through and doing it, putting in the hard yards and making it happen. That is, of course, something that I want the rest of my team to take on board. And we're building up a lot of this kind of stuff. Also, Smug Teo, we love to see it. Like all the different horses here saying that, oh, seeing her up there makes me want to be up there too and race with her. It's really lighting this fire inside of me. Episode 13, that's when that happens. It's like this big all-in, everyone's going to be racing. And yeah, the moment I mentioned earlier, everybody's giving Special Week the energy. Even Suzuka, the normally quiet and conservative. She's still in on the act, doing the fun stuff. Now, I saw something on Discord. Apparently, this is a horse of note. So keep this evil emo horse in my kind of mind. Yeah, Streets are saying that this is Stay Gold, which, sounds like a JoJo stand or something. That's a cool name. I love Stay Gold. This is a bit of a strange moment. Yeah, kind of Suzuka's here in the tunnels, and you just kind of smile at each other. Here's an insane theory. What if Suzuka wasn't even there, and it's just like your own mind figment, and you just kind of walk past her, and it's this kind of symbolism type number, whereby, hey, I don't need, you know, to lean on you for support or to focus on you or anything else to do with you. I'm confident in myself and my own ability, shoulders out, looking straight forward. Like this represents me foregoing like a little moment with Suzuka before the race. I am the picture of focus instead. Again, instead of acknowledging Suzuka and thinking about Suzuka, I am instead thinking about my rival in all of this, Briere. There she is. I guess the learning here about the Musume universe is that spectral beings do exist, and we are witness to one right now. This is some trickery of the light, or some other supernatural force, making us see Suzuka here and now. Probably something that also deserves a little shout out is just the use of the huge cast of the show in this event. I've been saying it for a long time. I love it when we pan to everybody and they get their little moment, get their little joke off, helps that large cast feel whole, like everybody's involved, everybody's seeing everything. Very, tournament arc almost, you know, you get everybody's take on everything. See, it leads to great moments such as this, you know. There for a second, just so much happening, you know, constant kind of engaging stuff into my mind. We heap the pressure on her here too. Trainer-san's like, it's my dream to see you beat Briere, and then she's like, okay, sure, I'm gonna help you accomplish your dream then too. Yeah, some of these horses do be wearing some bullshit though. Like, what is this bumblebee type number? This tiger type shit? I don't know what that's all about. Top hat? Come on, be serious. Oh yeah, the peck on the cheek, right? Oh, look at everybody watching in the background. Cute, 100%. That's great. She's just French. She don't know. She don't go here. It's fine. I think it's very funny that you give her a little peck on the cheek and then you know, unknowingly just insult her, kinda. Like, don't be so cocky. She's moving different this episode, 100%. Look at this, screen cap that. That's just funny. That's good gear. So question, chat room. These horses, they speak in English. Lovely to see you, glad to meet you. Don't get too cocky is what she responds with, but she responds with in French. Let's be charitable and say that they're French expats or something, I don't know. I'm guessing you can drive between France and England, I think, under the channel there. So, sure, maybe they would be more likely to know a little bit of French and be taken aback with what Spechan's saying. British horses, oh my god. They've got everything here. I'm just imagining that they're British too, just based on the outfits. They could be in any English-speaking part of the world, even my part of the world. It wouldn't explain the French connection though, so I don't know. Oh yeah, see, this is another moment where we link back to, like, a previous episode. Like, she holds onto that finger. This is that moment from kind of the end of episode 11, right? We saw it there before, where she's just about to go and start the race. But we didn't do that fade to black, so I guess that's still a little bit up in the air. I'm going to keep that promise. I'm going to be the best horse girl in Japan. I'm going to win this race. I'm going to race with Suzuka, and I'm going to beat her. I'm going to do all those things. Yeah, it's all tied up in that one piece of symbolism. Pretty cool stuff. Wait, no. The mystery deepens. We have these two horses here. They're now speaking French. The horses that we insulted. Why did you greet us in English earlier then? What? What is happening? Maybe it's a language that they thought they might both know. Like, we both know a little bit of English, we might as well default to it. You two make no sense. I'm very happy that you two lost the race. That's why Briere's a Chad. She doesn't even care to learn English. You will learn French, goddammit, and you will speak to me in my native language. I'm not gonna learn any other fucking languages. What are you, stupid? Animation's on point during the race, too. I think there's, like, the point here where she, like, makes her move and moves off the line. Like right here, narrows in, zoom. That's great stuff. Love that angle there. That's all very good. Frame by frame, a little bit of it. She's moving quite quickly. It's good stuff. Yeah, I guess they kept a lot of this animation budget, obviously, for these climactic races. Again, this is where our two clear focus horses make their move. Once again, heaping praise on this Briere sound kind of track that she's got, her like main theme. It almost sounds like fucking Lord of the Rings. It sounds like the Isengard theme or something. There's just this like overbearing force and evilness to it. It's over dramatic. It's a lovely touch. I think it adds to the episode greatly. Special Week's very interesting here. Her kind of thing is just kind of holding the lead. Do you want to be cute? Do you want me to be cute for a moment? Kind of Suzuka, in winning her race last episode, raced in Special Week's way, and then Special Week in this race here today, she raced in Suzuka's way, kind of getting a lead and keeping it. Not exactly being a front runner per se, but normally you would see Special Week come from behind. She's a very good closer. In this one, she just kind of held off. They're kind of doing each other's thing. It's all very cute and stuff. We both start yelling here. It's like fucking Dragon Ball. We're charging up. Yeah, 100%. At a certain point, you need to step back and think about the ridiculousness of what you're watching. I'm watching two fucking horse girls running around just screaming. What great television. Ooh. Again, I'm skipping past a lot of these character moments, interactions, all that other kind of stuff. Love this little look at Simbole Rudolph here. Squeeze of the arm, and just a little go. Like, she's on our side here too. She's normally pretty like important. She needs to keep up appearances. But even now, she's just cheering for us. It's cool. She really cares. I like her. That's when all the color kind of dies off, all the sound cuts out. We just hear Special Week breathing. It's like she's slowing up. Oh my god, what's going to happen? Bria's closing in. We need a hero, I say in the reaction. And who do we see? That's our hero. That's the color to my world. That's my sound. That's my life. That's my fucking girlfriend. Or something. And she wins the race because of Suzuka. So again, this is less, the earlier reasons in the show, which is an overabundance on focus on Suzuka and more of a focus on the promise and wanting to beat her eventually and race with her and all that other kind of stuff. Like that's the focus instead of just like, I think that she's cool and I want to race like her. Like, I don't know, there's a difference here. It feels a little bit better. I'm using her as a final push and not the only reason. Because otherwise you could say, like, okay, Suzuka inspired her to win a race. What's new? That's happened through the whole show. I feel like this one feels a little bit more significant. Yeah, Special Week fucking pulls away here, too. Powerful, powerful, powerful run. Wanted to focus up on El Condor Pasa here, too. Little tear in the eye. Very important race for her, watching along. And yeah, I mean, remember that earlier scene with Simboli Rudolph in the, student council room, too? That's kind of the payoff here for that, right? I saw a very green, very ambitious horse early on. She's put in the hard yards and she's accomplished her goal. I'm proud of that as, like, student council president or whatever. And Bruyere here, gracious in defeat, of course, does a lot for her character. She talks shit before it, but is very quick to shake hands after it. It's this duel, it's this spar between these two, this mutual respect. You like to see it. It's like they fought each other or something, It's always very shonen-y, like a little bit. I don't know. I like this moment a lot. More and more payoff. Again, it's quick, but we are addressing everything. Like the two moms thing, the mom connection. She gets a little moment here. Birth mom got to see Special Week do a thing. I thought, again, we would get a little bit more focus on mom proper. We never really did. It's more just implied. That's alright. It's fine. Just had an expectation that wasn't fulfilled, really. I don't know. They're doing their own thing. It's fine. We do get a bit of a winning live media type thing going on, where you show your true colors once again. Not the best media performer in the world. A little bit nervous. Not great around microphones. But she locks in and says some inspiring type stuff. Shoutouts. This whole episode kind of just served as a victory lap. They're not my favorite episodes in the world, but they get the job done. They're good. She deserves it. Hey, I like this shot here. She said some inspiring type stuff, and there's little horse girls watching all around the world. Inspired by Special Week, the best horse girl in Japan. She did it. I guess my only other disappointment is opting for a ballad. I wanted a banger, damn it. I wanted some dance moves and stuff. But we get a little bit sappy here. It's a decent enough ballad. It's okay. Very idle show. Which, again, I am one to like. I like those kind of songs, so... Yeah, it's alright. It's pretty good. And yeah, credits. We get a bit of a montage here of everybody congratulating Spechan. Particularly like this one here, Grass Wonder and Special Week. Of course, they've got their thing. They can see each other eye to eye now. I accomplished my thing, you accomplished your thing, everybody's all happy. It's just kind of her just meeting up with everybody. Like, we got all these Regal horses here now, too. Sure, Marizensky in them. Like, kind of all the Senpai horses. All these ones. Shout out to Taiki Shuttle, my beloved. Trainer-san's hidden the get a load of this guy type stuff. It's all good. I will say, during that whole montage, there wasn't really a pronounced Suzuka Spechan moment. I would imagine episode 13 is where that happens, because Suzuka's like, it's now my turn to make your dream come true. We're gonna race together. There's this event coming up. Everybody's fucking in it. Which, I mean, it's here. Everybody's... Yeah, we get this whole preview and stuff. I think my major worry here was Oguri Cap. Because I'm not a stupid boy. I know that Oguri Cap's important for future stuff. I would imagine seeing how that plays out now would ruin some stuff later, I think. I think that's what I'm seeing. There could even be other horses here that are also important, so we're just throwing them in. There's also some kind of commentary here of like everybody's accomplishments to get them to this point as well. We kind of have like other horses doing really well to the point where they would qualify for such a race, and it's all the really important horses that we have seen. It's this kind of dream scenario race that will be it'll happen next episode, 100%. Just not next episode for me. I'm gonna leave that. It's not gonna be in the next video, chat room. It'll be sometime later. As I said before, those 2 episodes, they pretty much played out the way that I thought they would have played out, but it was a good time regardless. Enjoyed myself thoroughly. I don't know what's going on with the hair. It's awful. Anyway, thank you for watching Season 1 with me. I'll kind of reiterate my wrap-up thoughts. Good season, but obviously, again, we're going to choose different areas of focus in the future, and I think that's ultimately to the show's betterment. But yeah, the story of Special Week in Suzuka, it was moving, it was touching and stuff. I enjoyed the wide cast, and again, just introduction to the world of Uma Musume. It's good. 2 thumbs up. Now, I believe the next week is some kind of OVA type situation. I'm forgetting the name right now, but it'll come to me. I believe that's 3 episodes, correct me if I'm wrong. I might try to do that in one video. We'll see. We'll see how things kind of pan out. I think that'd be for the best, though. And I believe it's an all-new cast, as most new seasons of this thing are, I think. So, looking forward to it. You'll see me in the next video. It'll either be a week from now or 2 weeks from now, depending on when you're watching this, Patreon or public. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Ciao. Goodbye.